Hello, everyone. Welcome to Funciona Negocio podcast. I'm very happy to have my guest is your Chef Dre. Thank you for being here.
Of course. I'm glad to be here. Thank you for having me.
We are talking about today about meal prep.
Yes.
But before all of that, we need to know who is Chef Dre. Can you talk it about
Who is Chef Dre?
who is Chef Dre?
Chef Dre is someone that took a risk, someone that wanted to learn how to be a survivor on his own.
Wow.
With that, I decided to move to Dallas, Texas.
Where are you from?
I am from Indianapolis, Indiana.
Indianapolis. Wow.
It's a long way.
Yes. Do you want to say how old are you?
I am 32,
32.
32 years old. I'll be 33 this year in September.
Wow. He's a young man who is a businessman.
I had a young man that needed to grow up fast
Yes.
in order to become a businessman.
Can you tell us about how was your start in this business?
It was fairly hard being not from here and just having to depend on myself with marketing and cooking and delivering and just everything. It was solely on me. Because of that, it was challenging at times, but once I was able to build a name for myself, it started to become more easier as far as another customer referring their friends to me and then just back and forth and back and forth, and it just kept growing. At first, I didn't have patience, but now I do with a lot of
Now you
things.
do.
Now I do.
So how long have you been doing this?
I've been an entrepreneur for the last 4 years.
4 years.
I started right before COVID-19.
Wow.
And when COVID happened, I think that's when the business started to accelerate because being a chef is essential in the world. So
Yes.
everyone needed someone to cook.
Everything is around the food, right?
Everything is around food.
That's true. What inspired you to start cooking professionally and why meal prep?
What inspired me was my grandmother.
Your grandmother.
My grandmother in Georgia. She really just wanted to keep me busy. She wanted to
Keep you busy.
keep me busy. I tried a lot of sports and activities as a young kid, but I
Okay.
was never successful at it. And I really enjoy cooking a lot, and so that kind of inspired me to want to do it as a career.
Wow.
Being in high school and not being good at anything, it pushed me more towards the kitchen and learning how to cook things, soul food, Christmas dinners, everything.
Mostly your entire life you learn to cook in your childhood, right? And then you've been cooking.
Ever since, especially being here in Texas, is required. Everybody loves to eat here. And the more services I provide in food, the more successful I can be out here.
How was that change between Indianapolis and Texas?
It's big. Everything's big out here. The cities in here are big. The traffic is big. Everything's out here is just big compared to Indiana. And being out here, it seems like I have more support of people that's not family than if I was to go back home and have that family support. It wouldn't be the same compared to here. It was big, but also it was a lot of support out here.
It's really good to hear that. What kind of clients do you work with most?
Most of the clients I work with are people that are wanting to have a healthier nutritional lifestyle. If it's eating cleaner, or if it's losing weight, or if it's gaining weight, just anybody that's willing to have a healthier lifestyle, I provide it for them.
And they are just American or also Latin people?
In mixtures, it's Latin, American, there's Asians, there's Koreans, there's Indians, it's all over. I feel like food doesn't have a discrimination.
Yes.
And so whatever accommodates to their dietary needs is what I'm gonna be able to do for them.
I had to make a pause here because his food is very good.
Thank you.
Yes,
I really appreciate that.
you need to taste it. How do you design your meal plans? Yes.
For me, I go based off of my diet and more so what I am willing to eat
Hmm.
because I cannot do bland food or nasty food. And so
Yes.
for me, it's always been about providing healthier, flavorful food, but also can be like a comfort food as well too. Whatever is the it factor of the dietary plans for nowadays to lose weight, I try to follow those ways and put a little twist of mine as well too.
And it's a very good business model because culture in America is
Hmm.
always fast food, junk
Yeah.
food. To be able to have someone who can make that food, healthy food,
Mhm.
for them is a plus. What's one meal that your clients always come back on?
One of the meals that they always come back on, I would say breakfast burrito for breakfast. It's a high protein breakfast burrito. Has about 38 grams of protein in it.
Yeah, we are in Texas, so people here eat a lot of
A lot
Mexican
of
food.
Mexican food.
But you are also doing Asian food.
I would say this month, one of my favorite dishes that clients continue to order is a low carb egg roll bowl, and it's
I taste that.
100% ground beef,
I was in
broccoli
love with that
sauce.
place.
Yeah, it's really good, and it's low carb as well too.
Yes. How do you balance being a chef and running a business?
By the grace of God, honestly, because it's a lot. It's a
Yeah,
lot.
you don't have day off.
No,
No.
I work every day. If I'm not working in the kitchen for the wings, or if I'm not doing meal preps on the weekends, then I'm doing things for small gigs or private chef services. But I try to balance it pretty well. If I'm not cooking in the kitchen, then I'm in the library or something working on admin work and stuff like that.
What challenges did you face when started your Chef Dre, and how did you overcome them?
Challenges was not having the best connections as far as securing bookings. And one of the things that I realized is that I had to be patient with it, build relationships with people, and also be able to gain their trust. That way, over time, they will be able to use you when that time is right.
Mhm.
For instance, I guess one of my athletes is Enrique. She plays for the Dallas Wings. I was her private chef for a while, and then this year, I happened to just feed the whole team now. I think because I was feeding her and I was being patient with Tommen, and they starting to see that he does good work, that they wanted to bring me on as far as feeding the whole team and not just Enrique, the star players.
It's a very good achievement. And how you manage when clients are difficult?
How do I manage?
Yes. Can you handle that? This is a saying that says that clients always right.
The clients are always right.
Yes.
I agree with that because
Or
if I was at the grocery store, I want to be right. I don't
yeah.
want to be wrong, and they tell me that I was overpriced when I
Hmm.
told them that I was. But for me, it's just being open-minded and understanding,
Hmm.
and just realizing that everything it happens for a reason. So you just gotta understand it. You just gotta understand it, and then just handle it one day at a time.
Yes.
Because there's bigger problems than just a complaint from a customer.
You have a website, but you are also in social media. How important is social media for your brand? Any tips for entrepreneurs starting online?
I would say don't be so caught up with posting things because you see other influencer posting. Just post what you feel is comfortable at the right time,
Hmm.
because then you will attract organic you'll attract organic people that way, and not trying to be like other people. For me, before people start doing like the reels with everyday life and stuff, I was doing that 2 years ago.
Hmm.
And when I did that, it brought clientele my way. I was able to get a contract with Kroger's and all this stuff. But I think that because I was so organic and I was just being myself, people like that. And even to this day, when I post pictures,
People love real person.
real time, real life actions and stuff like that, I would just say just be yourself. Don't put too much thought in it, and just be grateful that people are watching.
That's my lemma. Be yourself.
Be yourself.
Yes, that's very important. And you share not only food in your social media, but also you share about your life,
Life.
your daily life,
Yeah.
right? And that makes a point for your followers that
Yeah.
they feel like they know you, they're close to you.
And and because I do that, people are starting to see the growth in my business, and I like
Perfect.
that.
Let's talk about nutrition and lifestyle. What are the most common mistakes people make when trying to eat healthy?
They like to buy prepackaged food. I don't understand that. They go to HEB, they go to Trader Joe's, they
Yes.
go to Central Market, and they buy prepackaged meals. I feel like if you want to eat healthy, just cook it yourself. Don't do HelloFresh. It's cool to have HelloFresh, but just try to take time out to really understand the meaning of healthy food and just cook it. Like
Yeah.
it's not hard. You get a
Yeah.
rice cooker, cook some rice.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
just be be willing to be open up with trying food and eating cleaner because the prepackaged stuff is just so bad for you. But
But if you don't want to cook, you can call your
yeah,
chef.
and if you don't want to cook, just call me.
Call me.
Call Chef Dre and I'll take care of you. I deliver all over the world.
Are
That's
you open
simple.
to send food to other states?
For sure. If they pay for shipping, I would definitely do it.
Perfect. How many days your food can be refrigerated?
7 days.
7 days.
And it has a label on it so that way you can keep track of your macros and stuff.
And they can also fridge, right?
They can freeze it or they can freeze it. So it's up to them. Fridge
Okay.
it or freeze it.
Well, you are working with a nutritionist in order to have a better recipes for your food. Recipes. Your recipes.
For me, I enjoy collabing with other nutritionists if it's not here in Texas, but in Florida or New York, whatever the case may be, because then I can get a better understanding of what grains and what proteins and what veggies are very beneficial for certain athletes or just mothers to be or whatever the case may be.
So in this case, it's not just someone who know how to cook and someone who can do healthy things, but also is someone who is aware about how nutritionists look around the food
Mhm.
for your clients.
Mhm.
That's a plus.
Yeah.
Do you think eating healthy has to be expensive or complicated?
No, because they have Aldi's. Aldi's is way better than Walmart. I don't like Walmart, but to teach his own.
Yes.
I was raised in the streets, so I feel like we raised off of Walmart, Safeway, and places like that. So it shouldn't be expensive. It's just all about having the right seasonings and then just picking up protein. Most proteins that I feel like are very affordable is chicken and ground beef. You can do so much with that. And so it's just all about being creative. I provide a free recipe book that has works with different proteins like chicken, ground beef, ground turkey, salmon. So it's not hard. And then also with TikTok, it shows you, look, you can eat healthy on a budget.
What about canned food? In can
I don't like canned food. That's all I
meat
gotta say.
food? Meat, yes.
I don't like that shit.
Yeah, okay.
Excuse me.
Don't eat that.
Don't eat canned food. Don't ever eat canned chicken. That's nasty as heck. Tuna's different, but canned chicken, that's nasty.
Yes. And
Yeah.
fish?
Canned tuna is different. Some people use canned tuna to make tuna salad,
Yes.
but that's it.
That's it.
That's it.
Okay.
Nothing else.
Just tuna.
Yeah, no canned salmon, no
Okay.
canned chicken. That's nasty.
Okay. Always fresh.
Always fresh salmon, fresh chicken. Don't buy frozen, please.
Okay. What quick advice do you have for someone who wants to change their eating habits today?
It starts with you. You gotta want to be able to cut back on the McDonald's and Taco Bell. I feel like if everyone decided to just say no to McDonald's, Taco Bell, Chick-fil-A, they would be all closed down by the end of the year. So just start by using your resources as far as grocery stores and farm to table places and stuff like that, because it's not okay.
Okay.
All these chemicals that's in Chick-fil-A sandwiches and stuff, it's crazy. It should just be a chicken breast and bread. That's it. But instead it has chemicals and preservatives.
How do you feel with in at this point in your life with your business and what you are reaching, until now? How do you feel about that?
How do I feel about where I'm at right now in life?
Yes.
Simple, I am blessed, but I'm also very humbling. I know that I've made a lot of differences in this life.
Mm-hmm.
I've changed a lot of people in this world. Texas fed a lot of homeless people. But I think because my mom is still struggling financially, I'm not satisfied with where I'm at financially. And so I'm grateful, but I still got a long way to go.
Where is God for you in your life and in your business?
You said, where's God in my life?
Yes.
Oh, he's number one. That was it. That's it. He's number one in my life.
Number one.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
What's next for your Chef Dre? Any upcoming projects or dreams?
Upcoming projects.
What do you want in your near future?
I want my YouTube channel to be successful. So I am working on a YouTube channel called Chew on It with
Your YouTube channel has the same name on your social media?
it's in my bio, so it would
Okay.
say Chew on It. And so that's what I do.
Okay.
I do food reviews.
Okay.
I talk about food, the benefits of healthy food and stuff like that. That's one of my projects. And then also just being able to connect with more gyms, get more refrigerators inside gyms, keep growing,
Perfect.
keep growing.
What message would you like to give to people trying to live healthier and more intentional life?
What message would I like to just,
What is your message for them?
what is my message for them? My message is simple. Live in the present times and stop worrying about the future times. You cannot control the future.
Yes.
And whatever happened in the past, happened in the past. Move forward.
Stay there.
Yeah, just continue to move forward, continue to trust God, and then also just be able to realize that what you put in your body is what's going to come out. So eat cleaner, think cleaner, have a cleaner lifestyle, and you'll live a better lifestyle because there's too many people out here that just don't want to that just want to live comfortably. And for me, I refuse to. So
Last words, where can people find you and how they can place an order?
So they can find me at yourchefdre.com. You can also find me on Instagram at yourchefdre, Facebook Your Chef Dre, TikTok Your Chef Dre, pretty much anywhere Your Chef Dre. But they can also order on my website at www.yourchefdre.com. Your first order you get 15% off. So, but if you want to, just message me on Instagram and I'll make sure I take care of you.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Okay, that's all for now. Thank you so much for being here, watching this video, and we hope you can see next time. Don't forget to give a like, share, and follow.
Follow.
Goodbye. Thank you.
Of course.